and then I'll bring back my my ball. Now the only thing I want to do here is I want to move this ball down so it's sitting in the center of that hole, so that there's the maximum amount of space around it so that it doesn't get stuck to the other thing. So now we'll be all set. Now you can make your thing much more complicated, do multiple balls, or instead of doing balls, cut holes in it, or whatever. You could do lots of different stuff. You just want to make sure that it all meets together in the end. And let's just check this again. Object properties, I'm going to select that. I'm going to check down here. It's a valid surface, closed poly surface, so that should be okay. And we're good. So now all I got to do is select everything. Actually, first I'm going to select the curves, and so I'm going to select only my curves and delete those because I don't need them anymore. Then I'm going to select everything else and go to Export Selected, and here I'm going to change this format to stereolithography, STL. That's what the 3D printer takes. It takes an STL file. I'm going to name it, our naming convention with my net ID, and then a file name, and well, I'll put it in here, and hit save. It asked me for a tolerance, how dense and close the edges the mesh wants to be, and I'll just leave that at the default. You can change this and get a more accurate, kind of smoother mesh, but it's going to be a heavier file. Oops. So if I preview that, I can see my mesh, how tight it is. Let's change that back to the default and preview it, and you can see it's a much less dense mesh, which will be not quite as perfectly accurate to the NURB surface that you have. So it depends on what you want to do or how you doing it. Honestly, the resolution of our printer is 0.01, so you're not really going to get that much going any greater than that because you're beyond the resolution of our printer. But if you wanted to, you could go a little bit smaller, and you might get a little bit better results without your file being too big. So we'll do it like that. Hit OK. You can leave these at the default, and hit export. Now we should have an STL file that we can take to the printer and print, and we'll go over that in the class because I don't have that software on my computer. Alright, hope this was helpful, and you can all get a head start on what we're going to do in class. Okay. Talk to you later, and have a good weekend. Bye.